One home market or many? It's the question that every travel tech founder in Asia has had to answer. Big bets were placed on both sides, and neither path was easy. The companies with big domestic markets had an edge. Ctrip owned China, MakeMyTrip had India, Traveloka became a household name in Indonesia. Wego found it hard going to build a pan-regional business across Southeast Asia at the start. Some have fallen by the wayside, among them Zuji, AsiaRooms.com. But the times, they are a-changing. Traveloka is now operating in 8 markets in Asia-Pacific. Agoda, from its base in Thailand, has built a strong footprint in the region. Ctrip has evolved into the Trip.com group and has declared its goal to be the top global OTA in 5 years. That's by 2030. This bid to venture beyond home is a story told across Asia. Korea's OTAs, facing a saturated competitive market at home, are expanding along corridors popular with Korean travelers. So in the next chapter of online travel in Asia, can you only make it if you come from a big home market, or have things changed enough for a multi-market model, where each market contributes big enough slices to make up a pie, big enough to make investors happy?
Now, since Qunar, I have invested in other companies, and I've been very involved with 2 companies in particular that are both in 10 markets each. One is in travel and tourism, and one is in digital media. Fast forward to the early days of Qunar to today, it seems that indeed one can be successful following a multi-market strategy. You can follow the big fish strategy, you focus on one incredible market. It could be India, it could be China, it could be the United States. Or do we follow the school of fish strategy instead, where we try to stitch together 5 or 6 markets? But those 5 or 6 markets added together become an amazingly large market.
So Ctrip is a specialist in a way that we are the leading players in experiences, especially in APAC. So instead of doing every single thing in a single market, we really create the network effect to bridge all the market and all the consumers to book all those amazing experiences in each of the destinations. So we really specialize in going down very deep in each of the subcategory under experiences. Well, it's not an easy journey, right? I mean, I wish I have a big home market. So my biggest home market is Asia. Just similar to Europe, right? I mean, from that perspective, right, our biggest home market is Asia. We are just proud to have Asia as the home market, and we did the hard work, we did the dirty work, right? Now we hope to bring that business model to the next scale in the global stage.
I really think that, for a platform, having not necessarily a home market, but really a scale in specific category and sizable customer base for that specific category, that really matters. So people know what your brand stands for. What we've been doing as a company, of course, now we are operating in 8 markets in APAC. What we did was trying to replicate what we did in Indonesia to other markets with local flavor and so on and so on. And so far it's been quite working. We are a big believer of that approach, localization.
Before I joined Trip, the way Ctrip or Trip.com expanded overseas is they basically just loaded Chinese staff or Chinese employees all over the world in the expansion, right? And I think they realized that this probably didn't work. So they went local. So after COVID itself or during COVID itself, we went much more local. In Singapore, we hired Singaporeans, Thai, and very local people. I think to me, the secret of the success is to get the best of both worlds. It is not about Chinese being the great or Americans being great. It's really making sure that whatever works best for you as an organization to be successful from the cultural perspective, from the work ethics perspective, from the approach and philosophy perspective, try to mix them together. Build a great concoction between these two. Get the best of both worlds. Now, it's easier said than done. If it's easily executable, then many global companies would have been very successful. But I think the way to do is be very embracing of all types of culture, all types of philosophies, and understand what are the pros and cons, and see how you take the pros of everyone and try to put them together and make it a success.
Whatever you believe and whatever your approach, what is clear is that Made in Asia brands such as Klook and Traveloka are finding their own footing, first at home and then the world. And it will be interesting to track the story of online travel as it unfolds the next 20 years.